such a pretty stamp.
Yeah, you can keep it as a souvenir.
I'm gonna try not to break it. Okay. Oh my god. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? That's a hard question.
Yeah, that's why those letters, man, they get you.
Yeah, it totally got me. If your life was a novel, what would I guess the title would be Odyssey.
Odyssey, okay.
And the story would end as a cliffhanger because we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yes! Oh my god.
I don't know. That's such a good question though. I'm gonna have to think about that more.
Okay. So you're a mad scientist. What scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue? Putting souls into robots, I guess.
All right.
Figuring out how to put a soul
into a robot,
into an android.
Like that movie, Her.
Yes.
Okay.
But without the killing.
Okay.
Without the murdering.
Let's see what question I got.
What life lesson did you learn the hard way?
Ooh.
Okay, well, I think it might have been when I was trying to live in Hawaii, and the locals there didn't really like me living there too much.
Why?
Because my skin tone's a little lighter than what they're stoked on, and it actually opened my eyes up a lot though to how racism is here, because I was basically just thinking I can always just leave here and go back to my privileged California life.
Yeah.
But some people, people in California that have to go through this, can't ever leave here. This is their home. And it was one lesson I had to learn the hard way, but I'm glad that I learned it. It gave me kind
perspective.
of a perspective that I never would have gotten anywhere else. So.
Wow. You go first.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done? Shoot. Probably something possibly car related. I might have got in a car accident, or maybe hurt somebody by running them over with my car because I don't have a great driving record.
Dang.
Wow, that's vulnerable, by the way.
Mine was, if you had the chance to go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? Cliche answer, nothing, honestly.
Aww.
I know that's so lame, but I think that we have to credit a lot of what's bad as well as for what has facilitated the changes we needed for society. Even something super horrific in the 20th century, take your pick. There was a lot of really bad stuff, but I feel like the good that came from it was it got us to talk about them in a really definitive way, and hopefully what we've done to ensure safeguards will hold.
If you could instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby's mind, what advice would you give? Don't lead with your ego. Be nice to others. Yeah, and you're perfect the way you are, so don't think otherwise.
Oh, I love it.
Who we got? If you could ask one person alive or dead only one question, who would you ask and what would you ask?
Yeah, we go deep here.
Yeah.
We go deep.
Go ahead, man. I would ask Epstein if he killed himself.
So I got, if you could start your own secret society, what would it be about? So, kind of run a little bit of a secret society anyway. It's just underground artists. If our vision became to full fruition, we'd have a place like a compound out in the middle of the desert. I guess you could call it a secret society where, you grow your own food, and it's all about art and music and a community-based thing where everyone's together. That would be the only secret society that I want, as long as everyone else doesn't know that we exist. That's why it's a secret society.
Okay, well, people know now, so too bad.
Oh, wow. This is cool.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Okay. What is the number one thing you want to accomplish before you die? Wow. I've always wanted to win a Grammy. That's probably my number one dream. Yeah, honestly, I think that being recognized by not only just the music industry, the people who are in the culture I'm in, or the music culture, I don't know how to describe it. It's the larger music industry. It's a society level accomplishment with music, not just playing like massive shows or having a bunch of albums, but being recognized as
For your talent.
like being something like bringing something of cultural significance to our time. Like that's
like live your footprint.
Yeah.
In the music world.
I like this like Game of Thrones kind of stamp going on. This is dope.
Thanks. You can keep it.
You're about to get into a fight. What song comes on as your soundtrack? This is good. This is good. I was thinking like some like heavy like techno tracks, but then at the same time, I feel like I would just be like revolting and fighting back, and I don't want to fight back. There's this track by Minilog. I'm gonna use my phone real quick.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Oh yeah, it's the Minilog. It's an extra welt remix. It's called The Leopard. It's a heavy one, but like it's very soothing at the same time. You can forward it a little bit too. The beginning is kind of slow, but then it picks up and it gets super drivey. Yeah.
This is your fight song?
Yeah, it's my fight song. It's aggressive, dude. It has an aggressive bass line.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
now you know. If you hear that and you see,
Get out of my way.
If you hear that while Ramin's approaching you, you know you're
I'm
about
foot
to-
stomping to that track.
I love the Scarlett
Yeah,
like
this is
emblem
so
you
cool.
have on there.
Yeah, you can keep
That's super
it.
cool. Check that out, guys. I'm definitely gonna keep that. Just dive right in here. If you could make a rule for a day and everyone had to follow it, what would it be? Ask a stranger how their day is going genuinely.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
That's it.
Well, actually, I do that for my job.
That's right. Yeah, you do.
But like a random stranger, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Random stranger.
Cool.
Just to kind of add a little bit, I don't want to take away from more, but like, I personally like people think I'm super weird, but like if I'm waiting in line somewhere at a store, the supermarket or something, I'll just spark up a conversation with a random stranger, and I'll just, hey, how's your day going? And some people respond, and some people don't.
Yeah.
And you know, most of the time, people respond with like, dude, like you're the first person who's asked me how my day's going all day,
That's
and
nice.
you know, and it's actually going bad or it's going great, and you know, I've had, you know, people once or twice tell me, dude, like, I was feeling really down and you talked to me and I feel better, you know?
Mine? All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what small act of kindness were you once shown that you will never forget? And I was thinking about this as you're like, I didn't really get to listen, so I was like, but I was like, I remember one time going to San Diego and like, we had just shown up to this parking spot. We were going to Music Box, and I think you were at the Music Box that day, and we parked, and like right when we parked, some person came up. They're like, "Hey, you want our ticket? It's like gonna be till tomorrow morning." I'm like, "Dope! Like this is cool." So I mean, I don't know. I think that's pretty kind, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?